What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Silver hits $93 yesterday on Monday, or what was it, Tuesday yesterday, or Wednesday. Matter of fact, I'm so thrown off by the prices of silver, I don't even know what's going on. Check it out, the Golden Gate Bridge. We're going to be talking about gold and silver today. Anyways, hit that like, subscribe on down below. But yeah, silver as of today, I think today's the 15th, January 15th. I checked the price of silver like 5 minutes ago, and it was at $90. Yesterday it was at $93, and whoo, boy, silver's booming right now. You guys think there's a bull market out there or what for the silver? Anyways, look, check it out. Check out that Golden Gate Bridge. So I went to go purchase some silver yesterday, even though it was high. I bought 3 ounces. And yeah, I'm still stacking. So, ooh, check that. Hold on, let me readjust the camera. I'm still stacking silver, and why am I still stacking silver, right? A lot of people, I went to a coin shop yesterday, and dude showed up with a big old treasure chest, and he was ready to sell a whole bunch of silver. And anyways, I've been seeing on the internet people saying, oh, it's too expensive, you can't find it anywhere. And it's true, right? You can't find silver, right? You can't order. But these coin shops, if you got a reputable coin shop, they got silver all day, every day. And of course they charge premiums. Anyways, back to the shit though. Are you guys investing in precious metals? Why are you investing in precious metals? Let me know. And personally, why I bought three coins yesterday, right? For the simple reason that you got the government that they still printing money. The moment they stop printing money and they go to responsible fiscal policy, then that's when I'll probably stop buying precious metals. And that's not just this government. This is a global problem that we have, where these fiat currencies these governments are just printing a whole bunch of fiat currency. And if you don't know what fiat currency is, just do Google search. It's pretty much paper money. They print it, and it has no value. Just the only value the currency has is the trust people have in it, right? And based on the global, I try to look at everything from a global perspective, or just from not just a day-to-day perspective. You know what I mean? But anyways, they've positioned a lot of us, and they have forced a lot of us to position ourselves a certain way, so we don't have to suffer the consequences from these people's actions. So we have to protect ourselves. And how do you protect yourselves from a currency that's being devalued by the second? I mean, you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, that's cool. You ain't gotta believe me. I'm just unlicensed, unprofessional, blue collar guy right here, just talking a whole bunch of shit, right? But go to the usdatclock.org and go look at that debt. How much you're spending, how much you're printing, all of that. And this is not including the everything else that's wrong with society, right? And what do I mean by that? You know, there's the $38 trillion debt is one thing we gotta worry about, right? But then we got bubbles everywhere. You got the car bubble, you have the housing bubble, credit card bubble, commercial real estate bubble out here in San Francisco. Look, we're in San Francisco now. It's pretty bad. And from what I hear is people's about to start defaulting on their commercial real estates. But that's a whole separate conversation. We're talking about precious metals and the silver, and that shit hit 93 yesterday. Right now it's at $90, and I'm feeling good. Are you gonna be selling your silver? Are you gonna be trading? Are you or your gold? What do you guys prefer? Gold, silver? You guys do both? You know, I personally, if it's an industrial metal or a precious metal, I think you're good. You're good to go when it comes to preserving your wealth and your hard-earned money. You know what I mean? That's real money. And perfect example is, I bought some silver a few months ago, right? And or just years ago, but let's take the few months ago as an example. So it has double at the current price. It's already double, right? From when I bought it from. And I was explaining this to a friend of mine, how it's not that the price of silver went up and look, well, now I'm worth fucking double than what I initially invested in. That's how people think, right? But it's not that your net worth doubled. It's that the value of the currency lost its value by double. I don't know if that makes sense. I could be wrong, but anyways, back to the shit though. I always tell people, right? People that are close to me. You want to save your money. You want to save your buying power. You throw your money into some precious metals. It's not an investment. It's not the S&P 500 where you're gonna and that based on the historical records from what I've seen is that the S&P 500 hasn't been able to keep up with gold. And from the research of what I've done, that the reason why silver is fucking going up is because the price of silver has been suppressed for the past 50 years. And based on the research that I've done, supposedly we're in a bull market when it comes to the precious metal. Oh, check that out. That's a coin store right there on Lombard, America's Coin Shop. There you go. Whittier Coin Shop. That's where I got my 3 ounces from yesterday. Matter of fact, that was my first time walking into a coin shop in my entire life. Usually how I purchase precious metals, I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, if you know what I mean. And they're how do you say it? They're a trustworthy person that I know that can that has sold me precious metals like silver, right? But I don't recommend you guys to do that. I recommend you guys to go to a reputable coin shop, or go to one of these online dealers like SD Bullion or just Battalion. I don't know if you guys heard of those, and just other sites. But those sites right now, from what I hear, they're all sold out, or they're charging crazy premiums. That coin shop right there had a so I went there yesterday, bought some coins for the silver eagles. I think it was a $5 over spot premium, and just like your generic silver bars, or just regular your generic bars are around $3 over spot, which ain't too bad. But out here in California, you gotta spend over $2,000 if you're buying some silver in order to avoid taxes, which is bullshit. Which is almost like, fuck, man. It's almost annoying, but that's how you get away with not having to pay taxes when you buy precious metals. At least out here in California, right? Other states might it might be different. And looking at supposedly there's a silver shortage, right? Looking at how that's all going down, don't be surprised if they want to change that after, and they want to start raising taxes on silver when you sell it or when you buy it. But anyways, get you some silver, get you some precious metals, get you anything. If you can only afford one coin at a time, all I'm saying is that's better than nothing. If you can afford to ball out, you can do that. I was at that coin shop, right, and the dude had a 1 kilo brick. That motherfucker was heavy, like almost 2 pounds. And then he had another bar. I forgot how many ounces. It was a huge ass bar. That shit looked like a brick. But anyways, if you got money like that, you can go. Matter of fact, so you guys know I ain't bullshitting you guys. I'm gonna show you guys a coin right now. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. About a silver eagle, and then this is the generic one. Real money. Anyways, go and educate yourself. Go look at what the bank's been doing lately these past 2 years. The bank's been stockpiling on precious metals, gold, especially gold. They've been buying. China's been buying a lot of gold. India's been buying a lot of gold and silver. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't listen to what the fuck the banks say. I pay attention to what they do. Fuck what they telling us. They're telling us, what are they telling us? They're telling us, oh, the economy's doing good, this and that. But you guys know inflation, the numbers don't lie. When precious metals goes up, when the value of precious metals goes up, the price, that means something's around the corner, something bad about to happen. But at the same time, I don't know nothing. You know, this is just a precautionary measures that I'm personally taking for myself and my family, so I don't have to end up homeless. Just in case some shit hits the fan. Just in case shit hits the fan. Anyways, I'm just yapping right now. Welcome. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm doing my best to pay attention and speak on this, drive, pay attention, make sure I don't crash, run anybody over. Anyways, but yeah, the price of silver is up. If you're up, how much did you buy in? Do you own precious metals? Do you not own? Are you scared to buy precious metal? I've met people. You know, I know people who buy precious metals, but they're still attached to that dollar. I don't know if that makes sense. Where they're emotionally attached to the fiat. And I had this fear before, and maybe I'll speak on that in the next video, where how to detach yourself emotionally from paper money. And I'm also detached from the physical aspect of the precious metals, where it's like, if it goes down fucking, like a few weeks ago, it went down a few dollars, like $5, or just like a few days ago, I ain't even tripping. And some of you guys just get spooked. Obviously, I'm like everyone else. Oh shit, silver hit 65, silver hit 67, silver hit 73. You know, it's exciting to see those numbers, but in the back of my mind, I already know that that's just the value of the currency coming down. You know, and for a lot of people, that's hard to cope. Where it's like, damn, I'm gonna spend how much? $100? Let's call it $100, right? After spot price, premiums, and all that on today's silver price, right? I'm gonna spend $100 on this 1 ounce coin. People don't see the value, and one of the reasons why people don't see the value is because they're not educated on what fiat currency. And I'm just a blue collar guy. I didn't go to college. I did take some economic classes. I did take some accounting college courses, and so I kind of have an understanding on the numbers. But what's scary and what's sad is that the vast majority of people don't even know what's happening. You know, on the 1st, January 1st, or December 31st, China closed off the and if you're into the silver world, you know this. But if you're not really into the precious metals world, that they cut off the exports of precious metals. I'm not sure if it was just silver or just precious metals in general. And from a strategic point of view, why wouldn't you do that? If you're trying to dominate the world, or just be a dominant player when it comes to global politics. Anyways, back to the shit though. That's it for today. I'll probably start talking more about silver, just because that's what's exciting nowadays. Don't you know, and before I go, never mind. Peace.